Good afternoon, Junior K friends. Happy Tuesday and happy St. Patrick's Day. Miss Cunningham had a late start this morning, so I got here a little bit later. But as you saw in the previous video, a leprechaun came to our classroom. Can you believe that? It took Miss Cunningham a bit of time to clean that up. But now it's time to read our morning message and do our read aloud for today. I think it's appropriate to do a read aloud on leprechauns. So let's read our morning message and see what it says. Good afternoon, Junior K friends. Today is Tuesday, March 17th, 2020, or 2020. Happy St. Patrick's Day! And I have my little shamrock person who's smiling. I hope you are having a wonderful day. We are going to read the book Looking for Leprechauns by Sheila Keenan today. Let me know if a sneaky leprechaun visited your house. Parents, if you could just write a comment on this video if a leprechaun came to your house like it did to our classroom. Wow. So here's the book that we're reading today. It's called Looking for Leprechauns, and it's by Sheila Keenan. If it's illustrated by someone, that means that they drew the pictures. It says it's illustrated by Paul Meisel. Looking for Leprechauns. As we know, leprechauns can be sneaky. And our leprechaun kind of had a sweet tooth because he ate all of Miss Cunningham's Swedish fish. Kevin and Devin lived with their grandmother in a little white cottage on the edge of town. They loved their granny, and she loved them. But there was something else the brothers loved too. Mischief. Kevin and Devin were always up to something. They built a tower out of potatoes and turned the scarecrow upside down. They played ghosts in the washing. They put hats on the horses and taught the dogs to sing. And every night they made monkey faces at the dinner table. "Stop that nonsense," their granny said, though she did laugh. One fine morning, Devin said to Kevin, "Let's look for leprechauns." "Why?" asked Kevin. "Don't you remember Granny's story?" said Devin. "A leprechaun has a big pot of gold. If you catch him, it's yours. All you have to do is make him laugh first." Kevin thought about all the things he could do with a big pot of gold. "You're right," he told Devin. "Let's look for leprechauns." The brothers found an old wooden cart. They threw a big kettle with a lid, a long rope, and a butterfly net into the cart. "This stuff will help us catch a leprechaun. Are you ready?" asked Devin. "Ready," said Kevin. So they're hunting a leprechaun. Kevin pushed the cart. Devin pulled it. When the road dipped down, Devin said, "Let's ride." The two brothers hopped into the cart. It started rolling and rolling and rolling. "Look out!" shouted Kevin. The cart with the kettle, the rope, the butterfly net, and the two boys rolled right under a fence. It rumbled through a field and ran smack into a tree. The tree shook. The cart tipped over. Kevin was tangled up in the rope. Devin was caught in the butterfly net. Thunk! Something landed in the kettle. The pot started rattling. "Grump! Let me out! Grump!" Kevin grabbed the lid and held it tight. Devin peeked in. "It's a leprechaun!" he cried. He reached into the pot and pulled out the wee man, which means a little man, by his coattails. "We've caught a leprechaun!" "Put me down!" cried the leprechaun. Can't a leprechaun take a nap without being disturbed? Devin put the wee man down on the ground. The leprechaun was hopping mad. He jumped up and down. He shook his fist. He puffed up his cheeks and his face turned red. What about the gold? Kevin whispered to his brother. How will we ever make him laugh now? He's not in a laughing mood. He's angry. Devin stared at Kevin. The rope hung off Kevin like a long tail with leaves and branches stuck in it. You look really silly, he said. Kevin looked at Devin. The butterfly net covered Kevin's head and his hair stuck up out of his little holes. You should see yourself, Kevin said. The two boys started making monkey faces at each other. They danced around and around making monkey faces. They made sideways monkey faces, upside down monkey faces, and monkey faces between their knees. Look at the leprechaun. He's just watching. The leprechaun stopped shaking his fists. His mouth started twitching. His lips began to curl into a smile. Look! Cried Kevin. Don't stop! Cried Devin. The boys went wild making monkey faces, and then it happened. The leprechaun started laughing. Monkey faces, he howled and slapped his knees. We made you laugh. Can we have our gold now? Asked Devin. Please, asked Kevin. So the leprechaun led them straight to his pot of gold, and he never stopped laughing the whole way there. So there's a leprechaun story for St. Patrick's Day. I'm going to move a little closer because I wanted to show you the two things we were working on today that I sent to your parents. So the first thing that I sent for you was something that looks like this. It's the dinosaur matching. Here's what it should look like when it's all done. You just have to match up the dinosaur and the person with their shadow. And we have the orange construction paper to go with it. So we have that. And then I have a little St. Patrick's Day craft for you, Junior K friends. Here's what it should look like when you're all done. It's a little leprechaun with his feet sticking out in a pot of gold. So your homework today, parents and Junior K friends, if you could create this leprechaun craft and take a picture of it and send it to me on chat, that would be awesome because it's a cute little craft for St. Patrick's Day, and especially with the leprechauns, they like to visit on St. Patrick's Day. Looks like we had one too. So I hope you all have a great St. Patrick's Day, my friends, and I will see you all tomorrow on Wednesday where we're going to talk about some herbivores. Have a great day!